Good afternoon. Earlier, just before lunch, I made a video about a brief I sent back in October of 2010. What it was about was a day when a man got into the confusion of a bus that I was riding. Sometimes they get into the sound of the buses very loudly. Everyone hears it. And on a particular occasion, what was said was an old man who said a thread of the nuclear is to what is now this novel. And what he's speaking about was a novel that I wrote back in the 1980s. It was an amateur effort. I had never tried writing a novel before. The only reason for it was to try to earn an income, get enough money to so I would so I wouldn't need to be working jobs that I don't like. So anyway, it's hard to believe, but really, some persons he might have actually been of some kind of official position. That there had been some rumoring about the content of the novel. The title was "Treasure of the Seven Ks," and I'm against any kind of conjuring about it. I never made a penny from it. As a matter of fact, the first handwritten manuscript was stolen during a move back in 1985, August of '85. And since then, I sent it to some publishers, but I never got any response. And it's like I've said before, there's evidence that the former stepfather, Bill Love, had conjured about the manuscript. I had even considered that the design of his longboat key house was meant to resemble something of a Central American step pyramid. But others also conjured about it in various ways. I don't know any details about it, except I do hear emphasis of caves sometimes, and you know, it's a difficult matter. But I never know anything about their details. Whatever they're doing, I wouldn't have authorized it. Like I said, it was never published. I decided that I wasn't interested in it anymore a lot of years ago, and that I would only use it if I ever have a copy of it again. My original was taken, and if I ever had it again, all I do is use it for evidence against others who would use their wealth and influences to conjure. So anyway, this is only for peace against any conjuring from the novel. It was all set. There wasn't any prophecy in it. There was some detail that was meant to be historically accurate, but not really of any actual details of the past. I was respectful pertaining to different peoples. I was respectful about dialogue for some one or more Utes, Indians from the 1860s, and also respectful pertaining to Mexican characters, and was considerate pertaining to some of that's alleged Aztec history that I read of from a very old book that was published back in the 1500s. And of course, I was considerate pertaining to American characters, North and South. But there weren't any that there wasn't any kind of intent of being symbolic about these days in any way. There wasn't any prediction of another U.S. Civil War, and there wasn't any prediction of finding an ancient civilization inside of Conejo's Peak in southern Colorado. And anything that is any kind of use of the novel in any real way, whoever is involved should be determined and censored about it because I wouldn't have authorized it. I hope everyone's having a good and peaceful day.